Welcome to another week of our Forex Trading School. And in this week, we want to look at a very important topic, which is how you can analyze any pair of your choice from monthly time frame all the way down to lower time frame where you make your entries. Professionalism in forex trading or stocks trading or whatever financial assets you are trading entails your understanding of what market is doing in the higher time frame, and then being able to communicate that thing that is happening in higher time frame in your lower time frame where you place your entries as day trader or swing traders. All right, you hardly see anyone trading monthly time frame or weekly time frame, but it is important that you run your analysis on monthly or weekly time frame. Now, let's start with gold. So, as you can see, this is my monthly time frame, and each of these grid lines you can see represents price movement in 1 year. All right, this is 1 year. As you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 candles in each of the grid. I mean, these grid lines here. Let's assume that I have never opened gold before now, so I'm just looking at this for the first time. I can quickly do an eye analysis from here to here. What do I do? If I notice this is what lower low, lower high, right? We made another low, and then we made another high, low, high, and then low, high, and then low. All right, I didn't call this low because it didn't come below here. So we have low here. And then after this low in 2015, this was the high that gave birth to that low. We had what we call change of character here. And after the change of character, remember what I told you, there will always be a retest. So after market retested, we started off a bull run, right? This was the high. And from there, market started making series of higher highs, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, all the way to 2019, as you can see, or 2020. And then the next thing we have this here, this was our previous low that gave birth to this high. And then we got down here and made this. I remember range trading. Anything happening between the previous low and the last high is called range trading. So everything that happened inside those place is within range trading. Market was just ranging up and down or accumulating up and down. All right. So, but people still find opportunity inside the range because this is higher time frame. I prefer to maybe leave out or just know how I'm going to find my way around it. All right, so we had those within range trading, and then next we had something that looks like an equal high. We made this, and then we broke out downwards, and then we had a new high. All right, this is the low that gave birth to this high. And then what happens here? We came all the way down, and then we are making a new high. All right. That is it from a monthly perspective. So we have just made a new monthly high. The high is not yet over. So I'm expecting more upside movement in gold. So how do I align myself? How do I trade this gold if I am to trade it right now? Okay, let me clear off this. So let me mark out this high with a line. You can see that this high is higher than these two, right? And the low that gave birth to it is this. Okay, because this is actually a low. We made series of, we did higher high, higher low. This bearish candle is lower, all right? We did higher high and then higher low, we retested and then up we go, we are still ongoing. So now, where is the low that gave birth to the current high? I will mark out this low with my line, which is this point. All right, I'll mark it out, and then I will move over to my weekly time frame. I've understood what is happening. Market is giving us a new high. In fact, a new all-time high, in the sense that from the inception of this financial asset, gold, in the financial market, we have never had the price of gold get up to the current price that we have here, 2,150, 157. So we go down to weekly time frame. Okay, now we are on weekly time frame. We want to understand what is happening from the low of monthly up to the current market, right? We can see that after this range, within range trading, we had series of lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, right? Lower low, lower high, and then lower low, which is the monthly low that we just marked. And then on the weekly time frame, someone who is trading weekly time frame, this is where you got a change of character, because market went all the way up above the high that gave birth to the low. So it's a signal for someone who is looking at weekly time frame that now gold is about to start going upwards. All right, so there was a retest, of course, right inside here. So after that retest, we started making series of higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. This is the low, and then we've now made a new high. So we have a new high on monthly time frame, and we also have a new high on weekly time frame. So what do I do next? Assuming that this has not happened, I'm going to go down to daily time frame right now. So, but let's assume that this part of the market has not happened. Let's assume that this part has not happened. All right, let me go down to daily time frame. Now, as we can see on our daily time frame, we will notice our market structure again. All right, after markets came down to this place, you can see this was the last high. All right, that is a major high. There is a minor high here, so but we'll call this a major high. We had a break of structure here, right, as we saw in weekly time frame as well, and then we had a retest. Remember, there will always be a retest right inside here once it is reversal, and then market started going up. We made a new high, it came down. So this was the last low that gave birth to the ongoing high. This high is not over. We've not seen a sign of retracement yet. So this is our last low. Why was this retested? Because we made a minor high here that was broken. Remember, I told you that anytime market is reversing to the opposite direction, we'll always expect what? A retest, and the retest will always come down to what we call an order block. I hope to be able to teach this. That is the last red candle before the move, or just any zone to fill up a gap. Maybe we can touch that later. All right, so we had a retest, but this is what? One range from here to here. All right, let me clear off this, please. Now we have one range here, right? This is low, this is high. Why are we calling this low? Because it has given birth to a new high above the previous high here, right? So now it is a low. Had it been that this has not given birth to this low, we cannot call this yet a lower, a higher low, because it has not given birth to a new one. So now that it has given birth to a new one, we call it what? This is what? One range. So everything that happened here is within range, but then all of a sudden, we noticed a breakout above this. Now, this was the high that gave birth to the last low after the retest, and we saw the market go above it. We can see from a daily time frame perspective that we are in what? Uptrend. We are going up to what? Uptrend. If I'm not trading daily time frame, I will move down to what? 4 hours time frame. Now, I am understanding and aligning my thoughts to what is happening from higher time frame perspective. So let's move over to 4 hours time frame. So now we can see from 4 hours time frame, as I pointed out for us in our previous class, that there is a minor high here. We noticed this, but this is a major high that gave birth to what? Change of character. Immediately this high was broken, we knew that what there is a change of character. Now 4 hours time frame has aligned back with monthly and weekly time frame. Remember that all the while, let me go back to monthly so that we'll see something. Remember that all the while, monthly time frame had been in a what? In a bullish ride. Monthly time frame, weekly time frame, they have been what? In a bullish ride all the way from here, right? From 2023, they resumed a bullish ride, right? But here now, when they got to this place, this is a downtrend in 4 hours time frame. Let's go back to daily. Let's go back to daily first. All right. We can notice from daily time frame that we got here, we started having series of lower low, lower high. Do you understand? So we're now waiting for these lower time frames to align back to monthly and weekly time frame trend. So the moment we saw them break above the highs, we know that, okay, we are back to what? Uptrend. So here, we noticed early in 4 hours time frame. I usually use 4 hours time frame to spot my reversal quickly. So that is to spot when the lower time frames has aligned back to monthly and weekly time frame. I want to say something here quickly. A retracement in monthly and weekly time frame can be a trend in 4 hours time frame and the lower time frame. Yes. For instance, this is a retracement we did here in weekly time frame, right? Let me put a rectangle so that we can see where I'm talking about. If you notice, this is what from here to here is actually a retracement in monthly time frame. But if you notice in weekly time frame, you can see it has a downtrend, right? And then let me put here, if you notice what is happening here, from here to here, look at this. This is a retracement in weekly, right? The low that now gave birth to this. But if you go down to 4 hours time frame, you will notice that it is a trend. So can you notice it in 4 hours time frame? You can see that what you will say that this is a downtrend because you can see series of lower low, right? Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Okay. So you need to know if the trending markets in lower time frame is retracement in weekly or monthly time frame. So you be on guard so that when the market reverses, you realign yourself with the higher time frames. Let us continue. So here, let's put our Fibonacci and see what happened from this retracement. After a retest, we had retracement, and we can notice that what market came inside 61.8 Fibonacci level. Okay, I like to mark out this zone and wait for market. Let's assume that this part of the price action has not happened. So once I see a retracement, I place my Fibonacci, mark out my 61.8 to 100 and wait for price to come right inside it. So the moment that price comes inside this, I will go down to daily time frame first and wait for what change of character. You see the first bounce. When this market did the first bounce, I did not take this trade. I waited for retest to happen. So again, market came inside and retested this small order block. Look at the other block, the last red candle before the bullish ride, right? This is it. Market came inside the other block, and then I waited for a change of character to happen here. Okay, so we go down to 4 hours, we'll see what happened there. So you just go down to 4 hours and then wait for a change of character in 4 hours inside your zone of interest. As you can see, we started a minor change of character, retested, and then we went and broke above this high finally. And then when we broke above this high, this was what? The low, right? This was the last 4H low because we have higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low here, and then we made a higher high. So what did I do here? I placed my Fibonacci all the way from the last low, okay, to the high, and then marked it out with my rectangle or line here. Okay, I showed this in my previous class, and then waited for price to drop inside here. As you can see, it touched inside 61.8 Fibonacci level twice before we finally moved for reversal. So now you understand how to move from monthly time frame to weekly time frame to daily time frame to 4 hours or any time frame of your choice or interest. So if you understand this, you will not be confused about what is happening in monthly. You can go to monthly and see that market is buying, and then you go down to 4 hours and you notice that it is selling. You need to understand in monthly, is it an uptrend? If yes, then are we currently experiencing a discount? If yes, then you might go to 4 hours and begin to sell. But immediately we get to that point you marked, you stop selling. That is the 61.8 Fibonacci of weekly time frame or monthly time frame retracement. You stop selling and wait for market to realign back to the normal trend. All right, let's do Bitcoin also so that we can have an understanding of what I'm saying better. Bitcoin is very clear. When Bitcoin reversed, people who are trading with me were able to buy Bitcoin as about 16,000 to 17,000 around the zone. Immediately we had this break. I gave out signals and say, get ready to buy Bitcoin. This was the first minor signal that we have. And then here we got another signal, and a lot of my team or people who are trading with me, they jumped into buying Bitcoin, those who want to hold and all of that. All right, so let me explain to us, when you look at Bitcoin right now, you will see that we made a series of high, right, low, and then high, and this was the last low. And then Bitcoin came and gave us lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and then lower low. And what happens? We break above. See, this understanding price action works for anything, any asset in the financial market that you are trading. Apply it when you see change of character. Know that it is a change of character, especially when you see change of character in monthly time frame and weekly time frame. Don't joke with it. Don't joke with it. All right. So this was a clear signal. There is nothing confusing. I don't know why people say that Bitcoin took them unaware. So this was a clear signal here that Bitcoin gave, and then it entered, retested, and we started making higher high, higher low, and we are still going up to a high without a retracement. I told you something in my previous class that once market is trending, it hardly even gives discount. So the phase of growth is a time to find entry. That phase of consolidation that will lead to breakout is a time you position yourself to do what? To make entries or to buy a particular asset that you want. So having understood what is happening in Bitcoin, let's go down to weekly time frame. We have seen that what it broke structure, gave all-time high. What will I be expecting if Bitcoin wants to discount? What will I be expecting, or where will I be expecting to buy Bitcoin? Let's go down to weekly time frame and see. All right, you can see our weekly time frame that we clearly had a look at here after we made this, okay, this move, this, and then we gave birth to this, all right, and then market broke this high, the previous high. Immediately it broke it, it came in for retest. Retest happens in crypto, in stocks, anything you can think about. And then we started making higher high, higher low. Can you see this? Higher high, higher low. Do you understand? And then we are going all the way high, and then we made a high here, and then we made a low here, and we'll be making a high. What am I expecting? Assuming that I'm waiting to buy Bitcoin, this is what I will do. I will place my Fibonacci from this low to the high. I don't know if this is the new high or if it is going to go further, but I already saw a sign that Bitcoin might discount. But I'm not a market maker, so whenever they feel like discounting, I will be waiting for them to come all the way down here. I can't take any action except from 61.8 or around 50 because of this other block, this red candle here. All right, so this zone is what I'll be waiting for Bitcoin to come to. Okay, I'm not saying I'm going to take action. I will also wait to see change of character inside this zone. So I will delete off this. Anything happening here, I'm not interested. Do you understand? This is market structure that works for everywhere. Then I've marked this place. What do? I will go down to daily time frame. And then when I come to daily time frame, I will just fold my hands and wait. So I'm just waiting for price to come here. And then when price comes here, I will wait for it to show me that the bulls, the investors are interested again, and then we move. All right. But if price should go below this previous weekly low, then is a sign. If price goes below here, then is a sign that Bitcoin wants to go even further. Right. This is monthly time frame. On a monthly time frame basis, I will even be expecting, like, I'll put my Fibonacci right down here because this was the previous low that gave birth to this high. Right. After we made lower, higher high, higher low. So this was the low. I placed my Fibonacci from here all the way down to this place. And I will see that what right inside, this is my 61.8 Fibonacci level. So I will be expecting price of Bitcoin to come anything from this 61 point, that is 41,000, all the way down to 100%. That is what I will be expecting. But this red candle is another block that gave birth to the new high. So I will be watching this other block very closely so I can streamline my chart inside that red candle and just sit there and wait for price to come all the way down. So when price comes to this zone, I'll go down to daily, I'll go down to 4 hours and keep waiting to see what change of character. This is what I'll be expecting, that when price comes inside here, let's say in a 4 hours time frame, we did higher, high, higher, low, higher, 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 low, higher, high, and then I'm waiting for something like this. That price should come this way, and then I will buy Bitcoin, whether here or that I'm putting it in my wallet, and then we shoot up. I'm already seeing something in Bitcoin. I posted and said people should stop buying Bitcoin at this point. You can't be buying when others are already selling off. Look at the first sign that people took profit here. So I'm going to wait for this discount to happen right inside this zone. If it is not inside this zone, I'm not interested in Bitcoin. So that is how you streamline your higher time frame all the way down to lower time frame so that you will make a very profitable investment decision. This applies to stocks, this applies to your currency pairs and any pair you are trading as a financial market participant. It doesn't take up to 5 minutes to do analysis from higher time frame to lower time frame. Just keep practicing, practice it. If you have any question, do well to drop it. If you have any pair you want me to analyze, do well to drop it in the comment section, and I will still use it to teach in the subsequent classes. All right, so if you've not subscribed to this channel, do well to subscribe, like, share your views on this video. Next week, we're going to be looking at how to trade fundamental analysis. Practically, one of the challenging things that happens in the financial market is people being haunted by news. When there is a news release, how do you handle it in your trading? I'm going to be showing you how you trade news next week. Don't miss out on the next week class. See you then.